on Patty Tavatanakit, who won it last year in that final pairing with her. So that cushion of 6 shots. We'll see how Jennifer Kupcho reacts. Terry Gannon, Judy Rankin, and the crew, and that final pairing teeing off at the first. Record-setting performance so far. That total 16 under through 54 holes for the 24-year-old from Westminster, Colorado.
Now to introduce our final player, 3-time champion and Hall of Fame member, Amy Alcott.
Amy Alcott being introduced here, such a big part of this through the years. Patty Tavatanakit starting her final round. 22-year-old from Thailand. That win last year, so impressive, but now has to play catch up. The chaser from the start.
Oh yeah.
Now 2 great tee shots at the par 4 first, and after the good tee shot, the first hole is very much a birdie hole.
Absolutely. And then you look ahead to the second, and that's par 5, which is also a birdie hole. So if you're Jennifer Kupcho, you try to, and she talked about it yesterday. Amy Alcott.
Yeah. Amy Alcott, Hall of Fame right there, baby. That's what it's all about.
Stellar announcer right here.
Good job.
The one and only coach.
Rich Galgallen, the starter, the coach. Amy Alcott. You had that lead back in 1988 into Poppy's Pond. The pond has changed a little bit through the years, but it is still there, and it is waiting the winner at the end of the day. So Hall of Famer Judy Rankin in the booth with me, Tom Abbott, Karen Stupples, Jerry Foltz, Jim Gallagher Jr. on the golf course, and Amy Rogers to talk to some of the players. Take you up to the green, and Jessica Korda, Jim.
Yeah, I got a chance here for birdie. Actually, that was for par.
All right, good putt. Who knows? Korda starting the day 9 under and 7 off the lead. Second hole, Brooke Henderson at 6 under. Karen Stupples out there.
If you're wondering why she's got 178 yards left for this third shot, her tee shot hit the trees on the right, and so I had to lay up to there. And that's a really good recovery.
Yeah, the hole location is at the front right today at the second hole, and whether it's the second or the third, you might be able to get it very close.
Up to the 8th, par 3, 167 today. Celine Boutier's got it to 8 under, 3 under already on the round today, Jude.
Good.
When she started playing really well on the LPGA Tour, it surprised me. I felt like she came a little bit from nowhere. She doesn't surprise me any longer. This girl is a real player. The young woman can swing the club so well. She strikes the ball really well. There's Colin Can on her golf bag, one of the more experienced caddies in the game. And Celine is a player that has great powers of concentration.
Trying to figure out the wind, which we expect to pick up. It has already, and we expect, at least the forecast says, it could blow in the 20-mile-an-hour range.
I was just asking if it's better to go down.
Correct. Yes, it is. 50 shots perfect.
So one of the chasers 8 off the lead, but a share of 4th place right now for Boutier.
The hole's on the left portion of the green today. You do play up to this green, and the only really poor place you can hit it is left because the rough is very thick. Good shot.
Back to the second birdie putt. Henderson, Karen.
I always think this second hole is crucial to get your round going. This one pretty straight, moving to the right. What a start.
Listen to the cheers, too. She's always got a lot of people following her, and there are more people out here than we've seen in some time today.
The crowds are great, and you're right. There's always a lot of Canadians in the desert.
Back to the first, and the second shot coming up for Jennifer Kupcho, Jerry.
122 yards, ball a little above her feet. Little breeze. It hasn't quite picked up a lot yet, but it's from the right and helping with a pitching wedge. And yesterday, she was just incredible from 125 yards, besting her season average by almost half. is good if it gets the right hop.
Excellent start.
And so impressive with the putter through 3 rounds to this point. Keep it here for Patty Tavatanakit.
2 yards closer, ball a little more above her feet. This is a cap wedge, though. She might be trying to fly this to that top level and spin it. Only about 4 steps between the top of the tier in the green and the hole location. That's what she's trying. Line's good.
Said yesterday she loves being the chaser. You can be fearless. You can go out there and just take chances and play golf and let it all out there on the line the final day.
This is the 3rd hole, and Lexi Thompson missing the path on the left is dangerous. It's out of bounds over there. Coming out of the rough is not ideal here. Very juicy this week. And that is a really nice approach from Lexi. 2 pars so far for Thompson. And they're all chasing Jennifer Kupcho, who's given herself a birdie try on the very first hole.
Sun-splashed afternoon, beautiful. Large gallery out here today to watch this final round. And Tavatanakit, who talked yesterday about how she loves the position she's in as the person chasing the leader. Come out here, be fearless, this to pick up 1.
And she is missing a great opportunity if she doesn't roll this one in, because she has seen something very close to exactly her line.
And we'll talk more about it, this early part of the golf course. If you're going to make a move, this is a critical part.
And you wouldn't mind serving notice when you're 6 shots back.
Yeah. No, right all the way.
Yeah, I don't think that was her very best stroke. The ball just never seemed to be on line. So no harm, no foul. 2 pars at the first.
So it's the player who won it last year chasing the player trying to win for the first time. Here we go. One final day at a very special place. Out to that second tee, par 5, and Kupcho.
Wind helping from the left in the fairway. Your birdie chances skyrocket. Well hit, but it's hugging the right side. Needs a lucky bounce.
Oh, it did. Although
I don't know that it was great luck, but it was luck of some form or fashion.
We'll see. Check the lie once Jerry gets up there. Tavatanakit now.
Good one here, and it's an iron into the green. Oh yeah, that qualifies as a good one, Judy.
Boy, it's just a classic, beautiful golf swing.
I think the phrase last year was power and poise, and she does have the power.
That is almost down to the flat at the second, which is well over 300 yards.
Yeah, up to 8. Celine Boutier, this to get it to 9 under. 3 under on the day already. Did she? Yeah, she did. 4 under. Making a move on this opening night.
Yeah, birdied half the holes already.
Well, the eagle at 2.
Well,
birdie with under par.
Works out the same way.
Yeah, exactly. Here at 14, Allison Lee, the par 3. See, the hole location today changes the hole significantly from where it was yesterday and back right. All right. That stretch. Wow. 4 of 5.
But it is not an easy way to play golf. You want to still be aggressive, but you know that most people think you should take this tournament, and you know in your heart you think now you should take this tournament. So it adds a little bit extra pressure, but it seems to me this is a player who plays well under pressure.
So the internal pressure, it's significant. We talk about the, on your phone now and all the texts that you get, your friends reaching out and family, whatever. But inside, with a 6-shot lead, you're supposed to close this out today.
Yeah, you're thinking to yourself, all I really have to do is shoot anything under par, and I should win this tournament. But she shot 64, so that's out there. So you have to be a little bit careful. And Patty Tavatanakit, she likes being a chaser. She will then love playing with the leader.
That's headed to the left rough. Massive side hill lie on that tee shot.
And they did not top off the rough on Friday. They talked about doing it, but it has continued to grow. Leave here, jump up to 3.
Brooke Henderson has this for par.
Her second shot went over the back of the green, Tom. Really fluffy lie.
Not going to be the first player to bogey this hole today. It's a tough one. Second hardest on the golf course. Always a tough hole, the third. And Brooke is going to fall back to where she started the day. And we will go to the second.
67 front, pitching front, but that's got to be at least 10 help, maybe a bit more. Yeah, me too.
Stop?
Yes. Just finishing middle of the green, still a touch left to right.
338-yard tee shot. Judy, 338. She's hitting an 8-iron from 176 hole.
Go ahead, give it your line.
Yes, who are these people and why do I know them? Anyway, it's so spectacular to watch, and she does it in a classically beautiful way. Gets it close here, it might make a difference.
Bit of a pull, actually pretty big pull left corner of the green.
Had a chance at one, didn't make the putts, and we'll see here on the surface in 2 at the par of 5. Patty Tavatanakit, the defending champ, trailing by 6. Today's coverage is brought to you by Chevron, the human energy company, and by CME Group, where risk meets opportunity. You like the last one, Tavatanakit?
I think Patty's jump was very graceful.
Yeah. No, they weren't jumping when you won. And you're happy about that?
All the world will be happy about that.
Moment ago at the second, the third at the par 5 for Kupcho.
Downwind out of the rough from 44 yards. Not easy to get this close. Has to land ashore of the green. Oh, good first bounce. Nice and soft.
It's a good shot.
And yesterday, she wasn't missing those at all. But Tavatanakit with an eagle try. Lengthy one, but it is for eagle.
It is lengthy, a little downhill in general, but not frightening by any means. It's not going to turn a whole lot until very late. It'll start sliding right.
That win last year here, setting up a year in which he became the Louis Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year, Rolex Annika Major Award winner, big year. And in terms of a major championship, only Annika has gone back to back in this event.
Boy, she's had opportunities these first 2 holes and has not made it easy on herself.
No. Up to 3.
This was just a moment ago. Jessica Korda's second.
Yeah, missed the fairway again, but 144 front, 168 pin, 7-iron, trying to keep it below the tree.
Seemed to do that pretty well, Jim.
Yeah.
How about this?
How about
watch
that?
Watch out and in. How about that from Jessica Korda? A 2 at the third. And she moves to 11 under par. What a shot.
That that turns an okay start into a pretty great start.
Now, that's not a hole you expect to pick up a birdie on, let alone an eagle.
In the second place all by herself right now as we check out our insights by KPMG and Kupcho in the third round. There are the numbers, Judy.
She's putted really well in the first round, not so well in the second round, and really well yesterday. 25 putts. If you're hitting the ball well at all, you're going to score.
121 feet of putts made, second best in the field as she lines up this birdie try.
And the longer she can go, Judy, and keep the chasers, the distance between her and the chasers the same or greater, obviously increases her chances of getting this done today. This putt would be a huge help in that regard.
Jerry, could you hear that cheer from the third green?
I actually took out my earpiece to hear it, and yes, and they're downwind from us, so you know it was loud. Outside the hole left.
I know it's early, but an important putt.
Oh, a key putt. Key putt. When you're standing on the first tee without doing anything crazy, you kind of expect to leave the second hole 1 under.
Yeah. Which she has, and now Tabatanica trying to answer. And again, early, but a big putt for her, Jerry.
Huge. I couldn't agree more. Well, she's confused now which way she moved the mark. She had to move it for Jennifer's putt, and can't remember which way she moved it. She misses this, I think it's a sign of nerves. So she got a perfect read, and that wouldn't be a good sign in Patty's case. Now she does make it. Still in her mind, game on.
Well, you'd like to say the thing with Patty is she can handle the par fives with such ease. But the truth is, Jennifer Kupcho is pretty much putting it off the tee right alongside of her most of the time.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of players with this forecasted wind and the way it's blowing right now who will be able to get to 18 and 2 comfortably today. These two most likely will, and there's a few of the pursuers in the groups ahead that can as well. So it's a long ways away right now.
Right now, it seems like forever until you're going to get to the 18th tee.
Must.
Keep your patience, keep your energy up, and stay as positive as possible.
Okay, keep pace. 1 under, first 2 holes for her and for Jennifer Kupcho. So that lead was 6 to start the day. It still is, but some excitement in between. Jessica Korda just a few moments ago, right rough. Took her a while to realize that it actually did go in. Gallery got it there. Hole out. But the answer back at 2 after hearing the cheers at 3 from Jennifer Kupcho. Just keeps rolling in putts in the desert, and the lead is 6.
Chevron's Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer, and we are thrilled to be the title sponsor for this major championship. We are also proud to honor the legacy of Dinah Shore, who founded this championship 51 years ago. Our purpose at Chevron is to enable human progress in a changing world. As Chevron partners with LPGA on this extraordinary journey, we look forward to making significant positive impacts extending beyond the championship itself. Education is a critical pathway to achieving social equality and helping communities prosper. We invest in programs like the Fab Foundation and TechBridge Girls to inspire more girls and young women to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. We also invest in organizations like Catalyst, which for 60 years has accelerated the progress of women in business and is leading the great reimagining of the workplace, one that works for all women. We look forward to celebrating the communities that we serve and are dedicated to enabling human progress.
And thanks to Chevron and all that they have done for this championship and all they will do in the years to come. On the tee at the third is Kupcho.
Breeze from the right and helping. Well, she didn't watch that one long. It's fairway bound.
That's one of the danger moments of the round, you could say. The out of bounds is pretty close down the left side, as you can see there. But Kupcho safely away. Now Tavatanakit.
Oh, that's it well up the right side, but that usually bounces left.
And it is a huge drive, and it is going to kick left into the fairway and just keep going. And let's go to the fourth.
With Jessica Korda is Annie Park.
Yeah, 145, just kind of an average lies. Got a couple lefts early on. Looks like it came out pretty good, though. Hole location back right, though.
Barely gets up that edge. 1 under for the day, Annie Park.
Lexi at the par 3 fifth. This for a birdie to get it to 7 under par, which will put her inside the top 10. And it's going to be another par for Lexi. It's going to be 5 straight pars to begin the round, similar to yesterday. Let's go back to 4.
Trying to follow up that eagle. Korda.
Yeah, 127 on the upslope, which makes this shot. That's goes straight up in the air. That was a 9-iron. That's got to get up.
And going to bring it back off that ridge. So lengthy birdie try once she gets up there. We drop back to 3.
Yeah, Kupcho's going to be first to go. No surprises there after that big drive from Patty.
Trying to finish it out the hole.
Yeah, big drive makes a big difference on this hole. 51 yards to be exact. The shot from 188 and a 6-iron.
Yeah, you can 6-iron to a wedge.
Yeah. One from the right too. Not easy to get at that hole location. Absent perhaps Jessica. That's a low flat, a little bit of a pull. Won't land with much spin.
It's going to land in the bunker, Jerry, by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Big bunker there.
Can't quite see where the ball is in the bunker, but it could be a fairly long bunker shot.
Yeah, bunker at the top of your screen is the one that she would have finished in. There it is, a big sound trap. Maybe just on the upslope there, tough to tell. Now Tavatanakit.
You're talking 1 or 2 short of the pin now. I like 6 short into the hill.
This is down on the right still?
Yeah, like number 1 released 6 yards. So we should pitch this like 5 short. 5 short's 131.
Stop. It's gonna go much higher with this.
Yeah, stop. Good.
He's pitching those down.
A little, yeah. One's off your right.
Big opening right here, Judy, if she puts one close. That's just left of the hole.
Took a pretty big hop.
Good shot, not a great shot with a wedge, but this has always proven to be a very difficult hole to get that short birdie putt.
Here at the 4th, Korda, who you go back a couple of years, 2018, 6 back to start the final round. Made 8 birdies and an eagle. Shot 66. Finished 1 shot out of the playoff. Coming up well short on this one. But trying to put together that type of run, maybe even a little better, it would take today to come back to 5.
It's been a really good week for Gabby Ruffles. She's at 5 under par. She birdied the final hole last year to finish inside the top 20, which got her an exemption into the field this year. And right now she is tied for 13th. So could well play her way in again for 2023. Kupcho has a bunker shot coming up. This was her at the 7th yesterday on a little bit of a downhill lie, but it was just pure. And there were a couple of really strong bunker shots in that 3rd round of 64 from Kupcho. Seemingly all parts of her game were on song. She had a little ridge here at 11 to pitch it into, and it pitched right in the perfect spot at the top of that ridge. Not an easy shot at 11 there from Kupcho. She would get it up and down. So let's see what she can do today out of the sand.
4 and 5 converted so far this week. Slight uphill lie, but not real severe when you don't really want severe uphill lie on a lengthy bunker shot. Probably just going to play this one to release and not trying at the spinner.
This is an easier shot than the 2 you just watched. And she didn't pull it off. The two previous ones from yesterday were both really difficult bunker shots. She played them so well. She breaks her hands pretty quickly, which gets the club up steeply, and that's what you want to do in a bunker. But it seems to me it wasn't kind of that long, languid bunker swing that throws the ball up in the air and you can throw it varying distances. That was just a little short and choppy.
Going to jump up to 18 for the first time. Inbee Park finishing up. Hall of Famer 2013 champ. Her name on that Walk of Champions. 71 today to finish up.
I love something she said recently, which was her game hasn't changed much, but everyone else's has.
That's true.
Yeah, here's a prime example with the young players on tour. Paddy Tavatanakit, tremendous power. So holding up 3 fingers there, Jerry, which would indicate there's quite a lot of break. Is that right?
Yeah, most of it as the ball loses speed. And that'll take a bit of it's slightly downhill, so it'll take longer than normal. But and I've seen this ball or this putt missed high more times than low.
Could see a 2-shot swing here. Kupcho struggling for par. This for a birdie. Didn't have enough pace to get there. Looked like a pretty good line. And, about a foot short.
So maybe she's going to get a little deeper into the round. Maybe she's played a few holes now, and there'll start to be some fireworks. But she's left a shot or 2 on the golf course already.
And this is not a time when you can do that. Trying to chase down Kupcho, who has some work here for the par.
She does. Not the easiest read to. Little subtle change in slopes uphill the whole way, but a little tiny change in slope from the beginning part to where she's standing and the end. Looks like it goes a little more right early and then straightens out or comes back. But if she makes it, it'll almost feel like, well, not only stealing one, but having momentum on her side and getting out of this with a 4.
We saw how well she had putted with that stat on the previous green, the insights by KPMG. But yesterday, Jerry, she didn't put this much pressure on her putting. I can't remember of a par putt of this length yesterday. She had a couple that were shorter than this that she made, but This is an interesting one early in the round.
Yeah, I was in the group behind her and looking ahead, watching her putt, and none of them seemed very long, and they were all for birdie.
She's been working hard in the off-season on her putting. Her husband, Jay Monahan, who's a golf pro, who's actually caddying here this week for another player, but he's been working with her on her putting, and they've found something they like. It's really worked well. Not this time, so it is going to be a bogey for Kupcho.
So a birdie and a bogey, 16 under, and the lead now 5 over Tabataniket and Korda. She's trying to become first American to win this event in quite some time. 2015, Brittany Lincecum won it for the second time, but in terms of all the majors, Judy, Brittany Lang 2016, the last one to do it, Nelly Korda, the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. A great win from Angela Stanford.
Yeah, Nelly was just last year, and that was quite an accomplishment. We missed Nelly this week. For those who do not know it, she's rehabbing from a blood clot in her arm, and we hope to see her back pretty soon.
Yeah, Lexi on the way here at 6. Front hole location today. Stay right there. Drop back to 4. Par 4, 389 today. Tabataniket coming off that third hole where she picked up a shot.
He's mostly left, a little in, teed the ball down a little lower than normal at the last second, playing back into the wind.
You want to hit it at that group of 5 palm trees. Started well.
Yes, it did. Looks like it's going to finish well. Ooh.
Yeah. Disappears. So now Kupcho. Think of all the great players, the men from Wake Forest who, I mean, Arnold Palmer, Curtis Strange, Lenny Watkins, Webb Simpson, Jay Hospital, all those. But she would be the first woman from Wake Forest to win a major championship.
That was a little power drop, the left center, holding it into that breeze.
Yeah, on the upslope, good position.
Not really wearing Wake Forest colors today, but kind of in the ballpark. Kind of.
I'm going to let you say that.
We'll see. We'll continue to debate it. Okay, so it was a stretch, the Wake Forest colors. I was trying to go there, but
it's kind of like right here. What were you thinking?
I'm thinking a 30 shot. I'm sure it's just swing it full, but is that going to be 135?
Yeah, my only thing is a full shot. It's probably has more of a chance to get knocked out in the air. Okay, just keep that at the center of the green then.
Center of the green is just like this right portion of that bunker.
That's right.
And I like that advice from David Eller. Full shot has a better chance of getting knocked out of the air than a smaller one with less spin. Going with 9 iron, 135 actual up the hill, plays 5 yards more than that per terrain, and there is some hurt from the left.
The obvious place is going to be 20-25 feet short of the hole, but you really have to take it all the way to the back of the green if you want to get close.
Took a little off it. It's very high left of the hole, wind bringing it back some.
popular spot on that green. So can't see the golf ball. Tavatanikic.
119 up the hill, mediocre lie. Seen worse, certainly seen a lot better. Pitching wedge and just not a great angle. But the wind will take some of the heat off it.
You expect this one to release, Jerry?
Oh yeah. I don't see how you can spin it out of that, although that's flying like it's going to check pretty decently.
It did. Got to hang on.
All right, but that is a legitimate birdie opportunity with a difficult hole placement.
Aggressive, got it back there and has a run at it. Trying to get within 4. Pretty long birdie try. Kupcho at 4.
Yeah, pretty long, gently uphill the whole way. Not a lot of break. That was a good looking stroke.
Did it? Yes, it did.
She played the safe second shot, but she made it pay off.
That is some statement right there, Jude.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You make a bogey after a tee shot that was perfect. You shouldn't have made bogey, and great bounce back.
And just across the water at the 5th. This is quarter for a birdie.
Yeah, made a nice 2-putt at the last hole for par. So about 40 feet coming down the slope.
Just give it enough. Asking for it to go. It's pretty good pace there. It's going to be an easy 3. I wanted to give it a chance.
So now opportunity becomes pressure. Tavatanikic.
Downhill, 3 feet of friend, still a relatively quick putt, but our last 2 are quick as well, and they were both left short.
That wasn't short.
No, that was an overcorrection.
Yeah, then you start trying to force it a little bit, and that's not the way to make it happen.
Decent amount left there. Thea Babnick, this at 10 moment ago for birdie.
Well, she's got it to hole high. It's the back of the green at the 10th.
18-year-old from Slovenia drops. A couple of wins on the Ladies European Tour for the teenager. Look at that start, too. Eagle birdie on 2-3.
And she is the youngest player in the field.
Yeah, on the first page of the leaderboard here on the final day. So this to save par for Patty.
All putts are huge in the final round of a major when you're a chaser. This one has to feel pretty big right now.
Jerry, we hear the wind pretty significantly. Is it kicking up?
It feels like it, yes. It's probably 10 to 12, maybe a little more, with gusts. That hurts.
This game, Judy, this game. Just when you think you have it figured out. Tabatanica attacks the flag, gets it up to that top shelf. Kupcho doesn't, but then rolls in that lengthy birdie putt. The lead is 6 again.
I think it's perfect. I like this kind of getting up in the round.
Talking in the break there, Jerry, about the wind really picking up.
Probably the strongest of the week right now, at least 15.
Judy, do you think that helps or hinders a big lead, the wind picking up?
Well, I tell you what, if you can play just solidly, it certainly says no one's probably going to catch you.
It's in. A lot from the right as well, going with 5-iron. Cannot afford to leave this short. That's a good club. This is hanging right, wind not bringing it back, right edge at best. Not terrible.
No, so the tee is up a little bit today. You see the 185 on the sign, but actually today it's 166 yards to the hole.
So the 11th PGA for birdie. Karen Stupples is there.
With this putt playing downwind, Tom. Hard hole location to get close to, and that's one that got away for Celine.
Go back to the 5th, and according to Voice Caddy, it's 166 yards to the hole, 155 yards to the front, and 189 to the back of the green.
I mean, if it's holding against the wind, it's going to fly into the sittings. Shot.
Had out 5 at one point, switched to the 6. So I don't think she's going to be trying to hold this one up into the wind.
Second easiest hole on the course, the 5th today, playing under its par for the 2nd time this week.
This is still staying right of the hole.
Pretty good shot there. And we'll leave Patty a putt to bounce back after the drop shot. Back at the 5th hole with Jennifer Kupcho, who's taking a look at this birdie putt. And her husband is out here this week. He's caddying for Sarah Schmalzel. They all live in the Phoenix area, so that's the connection. And Jay Monahan, not the Jay Monahan, same name as the PGA Tour commissioner, but he will finish obviously ahead of his wife. Schmalzel is currently on the 11th hole, so he'll have a nervy probably an hour and a half, I guess, hour and 20 minutes or so to wait for his wife to come in, and he'll hopefully make that well, he's hoping to make that leap into Poppy's Pond. He's hoping Sarah Schmalzel makes a few birdies coming in so he can make a few more pennies as well. Anyway, back to Kupcho with the long birdie putt.
Long birdie putt, and not the easiest. Flat early, then it goes down into the bowl, turns left, and gets quicker.
Good try. How's
the putter working?
No way. How about that? Nerves. What nerves? It's all about focus. And 3 birdies in the first 5 holes, and Kupcho has a 7-shot lead. Judy, that was impressive as we look from above.
Absolutely. You know, sometimes it's not just in the cards, but everything in your game is just so right that you're not nervous. You've worked. I think most players will tell you they've had times when they played under a lot of pressure and it really wasn't that difficult. Other times, maybe not so much.
All right, Patty, going to try and match it.
Yeah, just keeps getting the pressure put back on her. Didn't make it tough on Jennifer early, and now Jennifer's making it tough on everybody. This one turning gently left, not a lot the whole way.
Yeah, well done. Okay. So Patty bounces back. Her lead is still 7 because Patty was back on 10 under par, so she moves to 11. And we will go up to the 6th.
Jessica Korda just trying to somehow keep pace.
Yeah, another 35 footer. Got to get it closer than that, but it's just this is the most exposed part of the golf course.
That left to stay 7 off the lead right now. Up to 18 has been a special place for Brittany Lincecum. 2-time winner, and what memories of this 72nd hole. That's not one of them, but what thoughts she must have of this hole, Poppy's Pond, this place. That's her daughter, Emery.
And guess what? She's going to be a big sister.
That's right. Final wave goodbye at 18.
Lexi's had a good one in here at the 7th. This is for birdie. And that's the first birdie of the day for Lexi.
Boy, what a day it's been already for Jennifer Kupcho. Judy, what do you make of what you've seen so far? The putt she's making.
I just think, you know, she sees a bigger hole than is there, and you have to say it's through a tremendous amount of work that apparently was successful. Apparently she worked on the right things, and she's now this really confident putter who is having one of the weeks of her life.
Wind whipping in. She didn't seem to really love that one.
You know, it's one thing to be in, you get in the zone for a day. She's been in it for 4 days now.
Those are those wire-to-wire winners, you know, that we talk about from time to time.
Had one last year here.
This is Pia Babnik for a birdie at 11. Just a little, almost gave it the walk in there. She wasn't quite sure if it was going to drop. That's back-to-back birdies. This is a really impressive performance from a young woman who has already done some good things in the game. Let's go back to 6.
Exactly there. Win from 11 o'clock.
Tavatanica going with 3-wood here. The water on the other side of the peninsula is about 252 today, and that's out of reach for sure with 3-wood. I'm not sure it's not out of reach. Well, I knew it wasn't out of reach for Kupcho's driver. But you don't want to balloon this one.
So Patty would take it right towards that white tent in the distance.
I would think that's the aiming point. Exactly where she went, but that's got some elevation to it.
And Jennifer has put it on the farther side of the fairway, farther to the right, which is a considerably longer shot into the green.
Yeah, look from up above. See that hole, how it's designed, and Kupcho confident stride up to a second shot.
This is fine. I mean, it's only 66 front. We just have to keep it low. If it gets up too high, I'm not sure. And then we need to hair off the right. It's 140. Just finishing a little right.
See the angle over the water here for the 2nd and 6 for Tavatanica.
172 with a 5-iron. That 3-wood probably wouldn't have cleared the water had it gone straight over it.
Yeah, I'm going to take back what I said because it's definitely farther right than I thought.
That looks good in the air.
Good shot.
Up to 7.
Checking with Brooke Henderson, who has this for birdie. Had 3 bogeys in a row earlier in the round from the 3rd. So trying to repair some damage. It gets her to 5 under, just outside the top 20 right now. And back to 6.
You know, I mentioned confident stride up to the 2nd for Kupcho. I mean, she can't wait to get to the next shot, the next putt, it seems.
And smiling too. Hybrid, same distance, 172.
If you play golf and you've ever experienced that feeling, it is so much fun.
I do play golf, and I haven't. Gonna stay. Now, if she makes this one, Judy, I quit.
Maybe we're grading on the curve. Maybe your feeling is a little different than Jennifer Kupcho's.
Little? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So many people to thank here at Mission Hills and the Coachella Valley. Alyssa Randolph, the tournament director. Darren Harn, director of golf. Orlando Delgado, the director of agronomy. The setup here. Every year we come here and players go, it's the best we've ever seen. And they've done so again this year. The final chapter, half century here at Mission Hills. So 6 green, it will be Kupcho first to putt, Jerry.
This is the fastest putt on the entire golf course, and it's a consistent slope from back left to front right on this green, straight downhill significantly the whole way. Her speed has been incredible, but this is the biggest test yet.
Think about how close she's gotten to winning too, and expectations, Judy, because even before she started her LPGA career, the NCAA, the Augusta National Women's Amateur, she comes out, it's her 4th year, 3 second-place finishes, including 1 at a major championship, and people saying, when is Jennifer Kupcho going to win? So it's time to win, and it's all coming together this week. Not done yet, but it's coming together.
Yeah, she was second at the Evian Championship. I think just in the very first 2 or 3 months that she played after finishing college. She's got a lot inside of her, and you can see that when you watch her play. Just enough left to be a hard little putt.
Get back here in a moment to 7 right now.
Quarter in the thick rough.
Yeah, not too bad. I just have to accelerate through. Hope it comes out soft.
She hold another one, Jim?
Did she?
Wasn't far away. All pars and the hole out for an eagle on her cards so far. Let's go back to 6.
All right, a chance to get within 6 to have Tanikin.
And still fast as can be, but nothing like Kupcho's putt, and this one will have some break in it to the left.
Final round of the Chevron Championship, the final one in Rancho Mirage, California, and Jennifer Kupcho is dominating right now.